threw some pennies in the foundation. Good luck. Oh, I'm sorry. Not good at just speaking in front of people.
Doing fine, Dennis. Doing great, buddy.
So anyway, ever since then, we been one of my best friends for life. So, but I do recall some things. Building some tree forts. Mr. Berg used to tell us, "Oh, you can take the scrap wood over here, the pile over here," and Doug always would say, "Come on, help me, Skinny. Let's do it." Not Skinny at the time. I forget what he called back then, but yes. We always seem to manage to find good wood to build that nice tree fort. And then the neighbors, they would have us taking care of their pets, and taking care of one neighbor. They had a dog. And I used to feed the dog and water the dog, and Doug would say, "Taking care of Biscuit," as he skateboarded down the street behind the dog, 40 miles an hour. It was quite fun. I was hanging out at Hippo Rock and going out to the beaver pond, snowmobiling. As we got older, into high school, we'd have some fires down at the beaver pond, and having a 3 or 4 foot bonfire was fine for most of us because we were wrestling. We didn't want to get thrown into the fire. And no, Doug had to have 15-foot flames flying into the air, and it was not enough. And as we senior year, we took a trip down to Florida, had a good time. And of course, Doug, the handsome guy he was, all the girls were trying to smooch up on him, and I think he got a nickname as we traveled around. He was called the Snuggly Pup. No, Doug was a good guy. He always slept very much at his house. He was always with me. But anyway, that was a lot of fun. And, yes, there we go. Well, it's been great knowing you, Doug. I don't know what else to say.
Set it off, Spanny. You set it off.
I didn't say much. I had a lot of stuff in my head before we started. But, anyway, you're just a great guy, and I don't have any dirt on you. It's just a lot of good times. No, everybody else is hitting it pretty good, but just love you as a brother and best friend. And let's all have fun today.
Thank you, Spanny.
I specifically told you, no, I love yous and you're a great guy. Man, everybody knows all that BS. Couldn't come up with one thing other than Snuggly Pups, the Boston's cannolis about. That's it? I'm just kidding, good job. Again, I'm going to say it one more time. If anybody is offended by vulgar language, could be an F-bomb. I'm just gonna lay it out there. It's good stuff, but it could get a little vulgar. Please leave the room. I think the doors are locked, so you can't leave anyways. I do remember the Snuggly Pup thing, though. That was cute. Beautiful girls hitting on him, and you, like a little teddy bear. I'm thinking, God, I wish I was in the back seat. This guy's an idiot. An idiot. Make a move there. Do something. It's true, Carol. That's exact. I'm looking at Strickler like, is he going to do anything? Anything? What's he doing? Dan Chambers, I believe, is going to... Dan, turn your good ear towards the microphone. There it is. Dan's only come over here on one ear. You're going to make sure he's got his head tilted in the right direction. You can't hear anything you're saying. Hey, hi, Dan!
All right. When Mark told me about roast for having, I thought he said we're having a pig roast at Doug's. I said, yeah, come on in here. 2 weeks later, he asked me to speak at a roast with Doug. I said, are you kidding me, right? Why would we roast that asshole? Maybe next month we can roast SpongeBob SquarePants and Charles Manson. I think he's the most boring, dull, pathetic, depressing, unintelligent friend that I have. I mean, look at him. I don't even know how to describe you. You look like Gollum from Lord of the Rings. Fuck Rosie O'Donnell. That stupid Tickle Me Elmo laugh and the way you dance like Michael J. Fox on cocaine. Your chest is so hairy you could be a stunt double for Queen Latifah's vagina. His favorite singer is Barry Manilow, which will tell you something about his sexual orientation. I've often asked myself how this fucking retard could be so successful. 3 houses, cars, trucks, kids in college, and I realized it's all due to Carolyn. She can't help stand him either, so she takes on so much work she doesn't have to look at it. She's got this poor prick working over 100 hours a week for the last 20 years. He works so much at the end of the day, his balls hang so low he has to lift them up and take a shit. That's for a great Halloween party though, spares no expense. He's bought boats off the side of the road for decorations, supplied food, DJs, and more alcohol than some college campuses. At these parties, there's always been 2 common themes. 1, Doug is usually dressed as a woman, and 2, alcohol is strongly enforced. Loot shots, jello shots, beers, margaritas, martinis, you name it, he's got it, and he makes sure everybody gets drunk. I've seen people puke down drain holes, people walk into poles, people passed out on the floor. One night I saw something I'll never forget for the rest of my life. One night I had to take a piss and the line was so long I decided to go outside and take a leak near the Crush Rock Bay. As I was relieving myself, I could clearly hear the sound of 2 people having sex in the Crush Rock Bay. My curiosity got the better of me and I had to find out who was getting laid. I made my way to the front of the bay and I could see my good friend Jim Green's big white Irish ass. Pounding away on some chick dog sack. I chuckled and said to myself, way to go, Green, pound that pussy. Again, my curiosity got the better of me and I had to find out who the young lady was that Green was nailing. I carefully made my way to the other end of the bay. I looked over the top to see her, but I couldn't see her. Her head was looking down and her pigtails were rocking back and forth. Green was banging her and pressing her from behind. But just then the clouds parted and the moonlight lit up the bay and the young lady looked up and I could see that young lady was Doug Thomson. Doug had seduced Greenie into thinking he was a chick. Greenie was so drunk he had no idea he was fucking his friend in the ass. I flew up on the side of the bay and made my way back into the barn. Ordered a shot, stood there in disbelief. Greenie came back in later with a big smile on his face and of course came right up to me and said, Danny, I just had sexual relations with a young lady in the Crush Rock Bay. I said, Greenie, way to go, now go wash off your dick and get a shot because you're going to need it. I didn't have the heart to tell the poor bastard he just fucked his buddy in the ass. Later that night, I would see Doug lead 6 or 7 guys out to the bay. Neil, Cobby, Strick, man, you guys all fucked out of the ass like that. Ruth and Russell, I think, tag team. So now you all know why Doug is dressed as a woman and why he always gets everybody so drunk.
Did I not tell you? Okay? Did I not? How do you follow that? Who's that?
Finish on.
I heard that last night. It was better the second time around. That was great. Way to go, Dano. Way to go, Dano!